You wanted to cut somebody's life expectancy in half at any age, put them in isolation. So if you put a human being in isolation, you will cut their life expectancy in half.
How could you see that in the data?
There was something we called a broken heart syndrome or caregiver syndrome, and it's well documented in the elderly. You know, when you have a companion that you've been with for 40 or 50 or 60 years and that companion passes, very shortly thereafter, the second companion goes.
I always thought that was a myth, like a nice tale of heartbreak and love.
When we call it the broken heart syndrome, it was nothing to do with a broken heart, but I mean, the emotional state, the frequency in their body changes. And when this surrenders.
The mind and the body.
Mm-hmm. When the mind surrenders, the body surrenders. There's a lot of emerging body of evidence that's actually putting some science behind the theory that emotions can make us sick. And I think everyone's believes that stress can actually lead to pathology and lead to disease. So you know that when we isolate human beings, it's hard to completely isolate them, but we know when we isolate human beings that it has a dramatic effect on life expectancy. Some of the worst science and research that we do is when we study components of the body or cells from the human body in isolation. You take a cell out and you put it in a petri dish and you look how it behaves in vitro, and then you assume when you put that cell back into the body that it's going to behave that way, because cells exist in communities too. They exchange with their outside environment. They eliminate waste, they repair, they detoxify. They're a very active community. And so, the impact of community has a meaning all the way down to a cellular level.